Here's how my life has been going for the past week, basically. Sitting on this same screen, this same laptop, this same seat, with the fish in the background, obviously. But the one thing I want to touch on is this past week, I've had 2 days that I haven't slept for. Completely, like 48 hours straight. Yesterday, I went to sleep at like 4 a.m. The night before, I went to sleep at like 3 or 2 a.m. And the point is, it was for a project where we had a developer that was working with us on this project, right? On the software app and tool project. And he didn't quit. He just had life that came up, and that's completely fine because that's what the world is about, and that's just what happens, right? And so me being that, risk taker, that, all in guy, I took the whole project for myself basically, and I've been grinding, right? API setups, webhooks, slight front end changes, a bunch of back end setup, to properly do the functions that we need the software to do. The main point of all of this is that your clients, your students, potentially even yourself, the things that you're struggling with in your process with your online business, with your actual business, say you have a small, medium-sized business and, you're just struggling with your process, your systems. You might have things you need to tweak. Any system breaks. Every system has, a crack here and there. Ask yourself this question. If your business would double tomorrow morning your business doubles, say you're doing right now 10K a month, say you're doing 50K a month, or say you're doing 500K a month, say your business, your entire business doubles by tomorrow, what would crack first? What would be that first challenge? What would have that, like a fishbowl and the little crack, like in the old cartoon, videos and cartoons, right? There's a fishbowl and it has that little crack. What would crack first? And the simple solution to this is honestly having an internal tool, an internal software, an internal app, or just a software solution to fix that. There's most definitely things that you're struggling with currently that are just taking up way too much time, consuming way too much manual work, right? And those things could be automated, not in a sense of, AI agency stuff or N8Ns or make.coms, but more in a sense of a custom software built solution. So the way that I build things for my clients and, how our flow sort of looks like is it's not, hey, let's just jump into Lovable or Bolt or anything.com or, a million other apps and softwares for this sort of stuff that just completely information overloads you, right? We don't do any of that. So what we do is we obviously grab the concept, we grab the main idea, we throw it into Figma, we get a custom design team building out your design, right? And then we toss that into Cursor, Claude Code, and we start building. And that has been our main process of this sort of low code / no code / minimal code sort of solutions that we've been building. So that's very cool stuff because, again, the solutions we have been building and, the processes we have done and, the projects we've built is very cool stuff. And it's an awesome feeling because we get to build something completely from scratch, completely from the ground up. So like that ground all the way up to the 29th floor, which is this floor. That's how we build things, right? Completely scratch, completely ground up. And these things, they don't happen quick, but they happen quick enough, especially with, the whole AI thing obviously now. My process is simple. 14 days, you get a functioning MVP, right? If there's features, beyond that, or there's multiple features, or there's honestly like tough features, right? Just very back-end heavy setup and systems that we have to use in order to make sure your app or your software works properly. That's obviously going to take some time. However, the main functional MVP, my idea of it all has always been in 14 days you get a full MVP, a functional MVP that you get built out. And the point of this whole video is, again, there's a lot of things that you're doing manually. There's a lot of things that are, that could be leveraged out to software, to apps, or to tools, right? No matter your industry. You could be an online business, you could be in actual business, right? Even guys that build these buildings, right? You can be a small, medium-sized business. You would greatly benefit from a custom software, app, or a tool solution that would fix that, right? Whether it's internal, whether it's for your clients, whether it's for your students, whether it's for yourself and your own business. So with that being said, I hope you take away a very important key point is have your own custom software or app solution, right? It's something that's gonna just leverage your time. You're gonna spend way less time doing manual, boring work, and something that, again, software, AI at this point, and tools could honestly just automate in a sense of not setting up all these, like, I'm not talking about the AI agency setup, as I said before, not like, the make.com, this goes to this goes to that. None of that. We're talking like custom stuff done on this keyboard right here. So yeah, with that being said, I appreciate you watching this video, and I guess I'll speak to you next time.